Hello everyone, I am Attanayaka AMAD from Sustainable Group 48. Our project is a substitute for disposable polystyrene lunch boxes. First of all, I would like to introduce our group members. Our group members are Gishan KGP, Ranasinghe EP, Mallavarachi MA KG, Hunukumura RMMB, and me. In this project, we have invented the alternative for disposable polystyrene lunch boxes, which can overcome sustainability issues of the polystyrene lunch box. In the latter part of this slide, I will discuss about the importance of this project. Polystyrene lunch boxes are used all around the world due to its cheap price factor and abundance. Recently, it is being banned by some countries due to harmful effect to humans and environment. Chemicals used in manufacturing process are harmful, so more alternatives are needed to replace polystyrene. In this occasion, I will talk about what are the raw materials used for this product. They are styrene, petroleum, natural gases, ethylene, benzene, oxygen, sulfur, chlorine, propane, pentane, iron chromium, barium sulfate, and aluminum. All the raw materials are non-renewable. Thank you very much, and I would like to invite Gishan to continue the presentation.
Thank you, Diane. I am Gishan KGB. First, I talk about properties of this product. Flammable, easily catch fire, colorless, doesn't have color in its natural form, odor, has a virgin smell, light and strong, can endure for up some extent, tasteless, doesn't have taste like sweet or bitter, weird insulator, does not conduct electricity due its internals. Next, I talk about manufacturing process. First step is processing styrene. According that, producing natural gases from ethane, benzene, butane, methane, propane, and carbon dioxide. Then mix it with crude oil. After creating styrene, next step is general purpose polystyrene resin production. Then extruding polystyrene foam sheet. In the final step, polystyrene foam food container machine process, and finally we got polystyrene lunch boxes. Now I invite to Kasun to continue this presentation.
Thank you, Gisha. I'm MAKG Mallavarachi, and I'll talk about the uses and applications of polystyrene and issues that we face because of using it. First, when we look at the uses, we have categorized them into uses in appliances, uses in automotives, uses in electronics, in food services, in medicine, in packaging, and in insulation. Each of these categories have a variety of uses from polystyrene as listed in the table here. For example, in home appliances such as refrigerators and in air conditioners, we have used polystyrene parts because they are more heat resistant, cost effective, and long lasting. And in the next slide, I'll explain what are the problems of using polystyrene lunchboxes. We have divided the life cycle of a lunchbox into 4 main phases as stage 1, extraction of raw materials, stage 2, production of lunchboxes, stage 3, using of the lunchbox, and stage 4, disposing after use. So we have also categorized these problems that we found out in each stage into environmental, social, and economical problems as well. As you can see, there are many issues in each phase in a life cycle of a lunchbox, mainly being non-biodegradable and contributions to air pollution. Because of these, we have to find a new alternative to replace polystyrene. To present the next slides, I'll give the chance to Malisha. Thank you.
Thank you, Kasun. I am Hunukumura RMMB. Now we talk about alternatives for disposable lunch boxes, wooden take-out food containers, baggages and molded fiber, Miscanthus take-out food containers, reusable food take-out containers, aluminium, polycoated paper. Now we talk about proposed alternative. We selected baggages and molded fiber containers address almost all the problem and show all the properties that polystyrene lunch boxes exhibit. why baggages and molded fiber containers can be replaced for polystyrene lunchbox. Because both have the similar properties, like cheap, uh, storable for hot and cold foods, resist to water and grace, good dimensional stability. Now we talk about target problem to solve. The main areas that the polystyrene lunchbox sustainability issues are in environmental pollution due to its toxic gases released during production and during the disposable, the landfill sites take up space. Further, with the form factor as styrene is involved, which is a known errant to human bodies. Thank you. Now I would like to invite Enos to continue.
Thank you, Manisha. I'm Ransinga EP. When you look at the benefits achieved by using bagasse and molded fiber containers, a large amount of energy used during the manufacturing of polystyrene is reduced, and also burning of fossil fuels, which makes CO2, which results in global warming, is reduced due to all the resources that we use are natural or recyclable. And bagasse containers also exhibits other advantages over common polystyrene in the strength of in the areas of strength and biodegradability. When you look at the discussion, in the discussion we will talk about how bagasse and molded fiber is a perfect alternative to replace polystyrene lunchboxes. In the literature review, we have extracted points from scholarly articles published in the years of 2015 and 2017 to provide information that bagasse and molded fiber containers exhibits same properties of polystyrene and further also address its limitations in the areas of recyclability and resource depletion. When you look at some common properties that polystyrene and bagasse molded fiber containers have, both of them are cheap, rigid, transparent, easy to mold into any shape, suitable for hot and cold foods, water resistant and grease, and has good dimensional stability. Further, when you look at the advantages of bagasse and molded fiber lunchboxes, it has excellent strength and resistant to cutting. Also, it's microwave and refrigerator safe. When we compare the physical properties of polystyrene and bagasse molded fiber, you can see the Young's modulus and the tensile strength of bagasse and molded fiber is higher than polystyrene, which means that the molded fiber container is much stronger. Drawing to the conclusion, polystyrene lunchboxes are mostly used due to its abundance and cheap price factor. And it has its own limitations due to its chemical integrity, especially in the areas of disposability where landfill sites are increasing daily. In bagasse and molded fiber, the raw material used are sugarcane, which is a natural biodegradable resources. And in the bagasse and molded fiber lunchboxes also give some advantages over polystyrene lunchboxes due to its strength and cutting resistance. So considering all the information and analyzing them, we can conclude that molded fiber lunchboxes are a perfect alternative to replace polystyrene lunchboxes to overcome its sustainability issues. These are our references where we collected information from, and thank you.